Alright, so I've gotten about 4 rows of insulation up. I haven't run insulation in quite a while. It's been years. I used to work in construction a long time ago, and we do a ton of this. It's never fun. It's very itchy. Always wear long sleeves, gloves, long pants, and face protection. Yeah, it's coming along nice. Fun. All right, what's up everybody? We are about a third of the way done with the insulation. As you can see, I insulated this side yesterday. Today, we're gonna demo out this weird shelf thing that someone built in here and get that out of here. Let's do it, let's demo this. Well, poopers. I just realized my camera wasn't on. It was dead. I just ripped that thing out of here, cut it halfway, and then had to like put pressure on it. Heavy duty, yeah. Alright y'all, so I got all of the insulation up, as you can see. Yeah, I'm going to start hanging some drywall. I'm going to do it a little bit differently because I'm doing it by myself and don't have any help, and I don't have a drywall lift. So what I'm going to do is I've got 1/2-inch boards down here at the bottom, but I'm going to hang the bottom piece first. Alright, so something I knew I was going to have to deal with, but I was just putting it off because I really want a new garage door. So this is what we're working with. Is this janky thing from like the 1950s. You see that? It's held up by a spring. Well anyways, that spring touches the wall right there pretty much. So what I think I'm going to have to do is probably going to cut some drywall just shy of the spring thingy and leave that portion right underneath the spring open because it's gonna rub on sheetrock probably pretty bad and we'll just tear it up. So that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, great, cool. finished all of the sanding throughout the garage. Got a little bit of a bump here and there, but I'm gonna probably pallet wood this wall, so I'm not really concerned about it. Unfortunately, there were a lot of uneven studs in here, and so there was a lot of spots where the drywall, curved out, and I tried to minimize that as much as possible, and then mud, and then feather out the mud to where you wouldn't be able to tell that much. Unfortunately, there were some spots that just, are a little sticky outy. I've got a Wagner Pro 130 spray system, and so I'm going to use that to spray the primer. I'm going to do a couple coats. Alright, so I got everything cleared out of the garage. The walls are done. I did the ceiling as well. We're going to be applying this garage epoxy kit today. And this is basically, it comes with everything you need. It comes with the concrete etch, the chips, all instructions, and the 2-part epoxy. This is for a 2.5 car garage. I've got about 400 square feet, so I'll have a little bit extra, which is good. So yeah, let's get started. I just finished with the epoxy. I had to get it down within an hour because of how hot it is here. It's in the 80s today. So I tried to get it down as quickly as possible because it dries super quick. This garage is about 400 square feet and I got the 2.5 car garage kit. I only used half the kit. I didn't even open up the second bag of epoxy, which is great. So I have another left over for, if I ever need to do it again one day or whatever, redo it. I also didn't even go through a full bag of paint chips, and it comes with 2 bags. Alright, so I'm done with the floor. just finished yesterday. It's looking really good. I'm super happy with the way it turned out. Got a nice like glossy sheen. Put those paint chips down. Sprinkled a little too much right there. Ta-da! Got the LED lights in, and these things are amazing. I'm loving them. Barina, definitely highly recommend Barina lights. They are great. These are the T5 LED. They're like 2200 lumens, and they're awesome so far. I love them. They really light up the space a lot. And I'm gonna clean all this up, but I had to get a 9-foot cable to attach this guy to this guy because these beams were too far apart for me to piggyback off those. So I did that on both of those beams, and then I'm running like 6 to 1 outlet and then 4 to another outlet up here. And the recommended load is like no more than 10 in each outlet. So it seems to be running just fine. I've got them all switched to this light switch right here. So, you know, I can turn them off. You can turn them on. Anyways, that's what I got so far. It's my little shop mascots today. Hey, what? 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 Should we get the fan on? It's nice and cool in here. Oh, right over bun. So, yeah, pretty much done with the garage now. Woohoo! New workshop complete. Probably going to be doing a lot more to it, a lot of little things, but this video is taking forever to film, so I think that's where I'm going to stop it. So yeah, check it. Show you what we got. Start on this side because it's cleaner. So we got our bike. Cool. Hung some guitars on the walls. Yes, just ones that I'm working on. Thought it'd be nice. Probably gonna do some sort of like put a TV, mount a TV in here, put like a little workout area, do something else with the bike. I don't know what to do with this guy. This is my makeshift like painting stand thing. Yeah, I'll figure out something to do with it. Storage. I put some wood over here. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with the rest of it. Table saw underneath the table. Yeah, I went all the way around with pegboard because I have lots of small tools. Everything's still messy because I'm trying to figure out where to put it. I've got all this wall space up here, and I'm probably going to use that for shelving of some sort over the top. Yeah, so I refurbished this workbench. If you remember, it was ginormous and it was weird and huge, so I cut it down. I put a bottom shelf on it, framed it out a little bit more. Yeah, cut it down about 2.5 feet wide, and then it's about 6 feet long. Then I replaced the top, and I put carpeting over the top as well. It's not all bolted down yet because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. Here's a Husky 8-foot workbench. It's stable. Unlike this one, I put casters on the bottom so I could pull it out. I went ahead and I mounted this up underneath here. This thing weighed probably like, I don't know, 300 pounds or more, probably maybe almost 400 pounds. It was a nightmare to move. I had to have my wife help me to move it. It was crazy heavy. So it is very, very sturdy. Super sturdy Husky workbench. Also got these racks up here for storage, storing random beach chairs and junk. And then on this rack, like I said, paints, got tools, more tools, and another rack over here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It was fun. It was a good project. It took a while. I'm still working on it, but as I get in here and start working on stuff, I'll probably make more shelving, obviously organize things better just for workflow. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all next time.